What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with another tune from the Trigun soundtrack, meaning the anime from 1998. And this is one I didn't have in my collection until very recently. Thank you to Sophia who made this available. And as I've mentioned before, there were 3 different releases: Trigun First Donuts, Second Donuts, and then like Spicy Stewed Donut, which I think was like a special release here in the US and contains a mixture of the tracks. But yes, this one is People Every Day, and given that it wasn't already in my collection, I'm not aware specifically of what tune this is. Now, on some level, I'm going to know the track, but I didn't listen to it in advance because I want to be surprised as to which tune. Now, there's a couple of tracks that I noticed as I've been going through the watch-along on Patreon, which I'm hoping to finish in probably 2 installments in the coming couple weeks. So yes, we're almost to the end of that, but I don't know which of the missing tracks that I've recognized doing the watch along for the show that I don't already have in my collection going back several years now. So yeah, let's check it out. This is People Every Day, and it's from the Trigun soundtrack by Imahori Tsuneo. Oh, okay. It's not only a great track from the soundtrack, but I don't know if we ever hear it in full, because that last section, after that like high celestial organ part where it really seemed to be breaking down, but then it comes back a bit fuller and a bit, I don't want to say more intense, but it just had a real drive to it. That part of the track I recognize less, meaning I'm guessing it's one of the tunes that, like with a lot of soundtrack pieces, is used in fragments and maybe certain parts in particular in the actual show, but then we get as a full musical piece in the soundtrack. But yeah, the majority of the tune I do recognize, and it's an interesting combination. It does have a lot of purpose and drive to it. Those wavy synths, they really do give it a sense of like the unknown, like there's something coming, maybe it's a bit dangerous, maybe at the very least it's going to be unexpected. And then there's the guitar, which definitely has a bit of a what's the right word? Like almost like a vocal sound to it. And it sounds just like those wavy synths, like a bit uncertain. Maybe there's a bit of danger, maybe there's a bit of emotion to it. So the track overall, it has emotion, it has drive, and it has a bit of uncertainty. And I feel like it's often used when characters, and I feel like more than maybe Vash, like, or like specifically others around Vash, whether it's Millie and Meryl, or maybe incidental characters that we meet in some of the individual episodes, when they get a sense of the larger picture, either in terms of the narrative for that episode, or what's happening on this sandy planet overall, or, you know, maybe what's going on with Vash and Knives. Like, it's the kind of track that I think plays when there are revelations happening, but still a bit of uncertainty about what those revelations will mean, or what relevance it has emotionally. So yeah, I enjoy the hand drums, I enjoy the guitar. I think there is actually a bit of string during some of the tracks. So yeah, a multi-flavored sonic piece, and one that I think is used in multifaceted, complex, or nuanced situations narratively and emotionally. So yeah, and I'm guessing that is once again Imahori Tsuneo on the guitar, because my understanding is that he did at least most of the guitar performance on the soundtrack that he, you know, composed and designed. In any case, I'm looking forward to more. I'll do at least a couple more of these audio reactions as we work toward the end of the watch along over on Patreon. So let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.